Jude Bellingham might have just solidified himself as the best midfielder in the world as England progressed to the semi-finals of the World Cup in the midst of a lot of controversy. Let's just get it out the way. England today were really poor, especially in the second half. They were completely outran and overdone in the midfield by Norway. However, for their first goal, it appears that it should actually have been disallowed because apparently the ball hits the camera wire and it bounced down from their goal kick to Jude Bellingham. And the sneakometer, which they used against Portugal and Croatia, didn't detect it on the graph. However, we all know that's pretty faulty, so there could be something there. Now, personally, I didn't actually see this in real time. I'd like to see another replay of this to gauge my opinion correctly. It does look like the ball hit the camera though. What do you guys think? And then there was more because Norway scored in the second half. However, it was disallowed for a push. And look, guys, you can cry that Norway was robbed all you want. I think that was a pretty clear foul. He pushes Anderson, 2 hands on him. I know this happens a lot in corners, but come on, it's a blatant push, 2 hands. Anderson falls. Like, you can't complain about that. And ultimately, Norway brought this on themselves. I thought they had a lot of good chances, especially this Sorloth one where he's running through 2-on-1. All he has to do is square to shoot himself and it's a goal. They're already up 1-0 and he decides to stop and dribble back for some reason and he ruins the whole attack. But look, let's talk about this man, Jude Bellingham. He does have a very serious case for best midfielder. I know he plays a little bit more advanced, but he did play in the 8 today, and funnily enough, I don't think he was amazing in the 8. I was a little bit surprised he took Rice off, to be honest. I know Rice has his tiredness issues and all and his injury issues, but if he was bringing Rice off, I would have expected him to bring Manu or something on. So it's interesting that he brought Bellingham there, but look, Bellingham, he's fantastic. We all know this. He's been England's best player at this tournament, in my opinion. 6 goals now. He's beaten Zidane's record. He is outrageously good. Shout out to Sheldrop as well. I thought his goal was fantastic. It reminded me a little bit of Mudrik's one against Arsenal. Do you guys think it was a cross or a shot? Personally, I think it was a cross. But look, ultimately, England progressed. Unfortunate for Norway. They didn't take their chances. England did. Rodgers made a difference when he came on. I want to shout out him. James was brilliant. Jed Spence was brilliant when he came on. Elliot Anderson was fantastic today. Nusa and Bob were good when they came on. Odegaard, I still don't really know what he offers to Norway. However, I do know that if Argentina do progress to face England in the semi-finals, Messi will definitely torch England. Ultimately, England's through. They weren't fantastic. I'm very sorry for Norway. And Haaland has finally not scored for Norway. Let me know what you guys think down below.